Hyun Kyung. Generate a good bit of power from that upper body power. Here's Hyun Kyung as she aims for birdie on hole number 8. Not much has changed from her performance yesterday. She really needs to, well, get a foot on the accelerator at some point of time. That's such a narrow miss. Such a narrow miss for her. And she's had a fair share of worries yesterday. So beautifully set. And I do have to give this a note as far as talking about the architect is concerned. And Hyun Kyung will be happy. Well, those birdies might be just about a bit of a stretch for stick. That ball's going to roll away, back onto the fairways. So Lee won with a second stroke for hole number 10. She's going in with a 9 iron, 110 meters to cover. She had a very good day yesterday. 4 under is what she's carrying currently. Meanwhile, here's Hyun Kyung. Keeps herself on the fairways, not too far away from her destination. Pakmanji normally very well, conservative in a dress code. Well, today she looks like she's out there for a rock concert. Hyun Kyung moves on to her second stroke for hole 9. Well, I think that's fairly well done. It's still a good bit of a distance from, the tin cup, but to get yourself onto the green should be fairly good enough. Lee won. Another one of those, that little bit of sunshine in the KLPGA. She has been this year. 3 wins for the count. Aims for birdie on hole number 10. That's going to narrowly miss the target. As Park Ji-young looks on. Both Park Ji-young and Lee Won, of course, have won 3 wins this year. They've been kind of competing against each other unintentionally. Lee Won will clean that up. Well, a good 10 holes to play for. Meanwhile, here's Hyun Kyung. Always has that sincere look on her face. It was lovely to see her smile yesterday when she finished with the 2 under. Will aim for birdie on hole number 9. It's a distance she has to concentrate. 6.1 meters. That's what she's looking to cover. Once again, just a narrow miss for her, but as long as she can stay away from the bogeys, I think she'll be happy. Even though she's not going to show it. I do love that green on her. It's just a very peaceful color. That should take an even score from this. So Hyun Kyung still there with 1 under. She's in tied 19th. Park Hyun Kyung getting ahead with hole number 10. Back to Park Hyun Kyung, easily identified with that beautiful green that she's wearing. Park Hyun Kyung on a third stroke for hole 11. There's 88 meters to cover. Bit of a chilly dip for her there. And that's going to roll away from the flagstick. That's going to make it a bit challenging for her. There's no doubt about it. And she knows it. You can't really, one of the... Park Hyun Kyung, remember, at hole number 11, she's got a distance to cover, and very uneven the area around the flagstick. And I think she'll be happy to get it closer to the destination than try and leave on with her second stroke using a 50-degree wedge. 104 meters to cover. Beautifully done. Let's roll back in her favor. Absolutely marvelous work being done here by Lee Yvonne. She needs to shine. What an opportunity here for Park Hyun Kyung. She needs to finish this on par for hole number 11. And that's going to be a bit of an undoing for her. She bogeys that. She gets back to an even score. She'll have just 7 holes to play for. And I would believe that that's a cause for concern. So Park Hyun Kyung moves to an even score here. Selin aims for birdie on hole 10, and that's beautifully done. What a confident effort. And Selin, we're looking at her, will climb back up. She had a buzzard and 2 bogeys there on the front 9, which is why she dropped off from where she was. She was leading. Lee Won aims for birdie on hole 13. Oh, what a narrow miss. I think just a tad bit impulsive there, but taking that shot. Needed to take her time. Just a narrow miss for her. She'll be happy. She will be happy. Well, just to finish that off. Hyun Kyung will put her skill to the test next. There's a chance of a decent finish there. Yes, Hyun Kyung right there at hole 12. And she'd be glad just to finish that. Remember, she dropped to an even score, finished with 2 under yesterday. She's had, well, many challenges in the day today. Nothing that's been really Here we go with Yoon. She's on to a second stroke for hole 14, also a joint leader. So that contest has been thrown wide open of late. Almost nailed it. If you ask me, she almost did. In that tied first position. The hole-in-one event that we're looking at, and we've been missing Yoon. Brings a certain style, elegance and character to the KLPGA. This young lady, she's got a huge fan following. She tees off for hole number 7. She's currently with a 3 under, while giving that ball certainly a good bit of a lift. Oh, that would have been such a wonderful shot, but I think she's just about flown the green. Oh, she would have definitely liked to have kept it in there. I think just a bit too much of flight on that from Yoon. Those worries extend to other golfers as that one lips out. Yoon will aim for birdie on hole 14. She's got to conquer that angle. Oh, and that's just got to sail away from its destination, but I think she will get a cheer for that. Hyun Kyung. Hyun Kyung will finish with an even score. She's still maintained that she's got an on par. Well, setting as of now, I think she would have loved to have, well, maintained that 2 under at least. Yes, Hyun Kyung using a 9-iron to cover 116 meters. Approach shot for hole number 14. Well done, absolutely well done there. Stumbling blocks here, and it's back to Yoon. She's sporting a 3-under. She's on to hole number 8, the second stroke, 102 meters to cover. And that just sailed away from the turf. Hyun Kyung aims for birdie on hole 14. Moments and those worries that start creeping in at this point, because you're looking at finishing off the day's event. Yoon, her third stroke, aiming for birdie on hole 8. She'll have to finish with an even score there. Yoon will finish on par, will maintain that 3-under. I've always said this, she's got a massive fan following. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Just the view of that, the light rays cascading right through the trees, as you can see. Oh, absolutely stunning shot. Got to thank our cameraman for that. Those beautiful, spots of green all around. It's such a worthy end to the year to finish off a contest in one of the most beautiful courses, and designed by a home architect, a home lad. Think about it. Yoon, with a second stroke for hole 16, she's a joint leader with 5-under, has employed a 7-iron, 140 meters to cover. That's beautifully placed. Very well done there by Yoon. Here's Hyun Kyung. So the old course presenting its own set of challenges right through the day, and that's something that we've seen as the day has progressed. Hyun Kyung, well, she's flown the green there on hole 15. Yoon onto her second stroke for hole 9. Let's remind you once again that in this very contest, She always gets a cheer, doesn't she? But that ball's going to roll far away from the flagstick and right onto the rough. One of the things, of course, I've forgotten to mention is that Im Jin Hee, who won it, well, last year did not do so well in the sophomore year. We've been missing her, Hwang Yoo-min, a few of the stars. Let's also remind you that Mada Som won the Hana Financial Group Championship on 29 September, and then she won the S-Oil Championship on 3rd November, which was the previous tournament. Lee Yi-won will miss out on a birdie here as well. So what's interesting in this event, of course, is that the SK Telecom SK Shielders Championship 2024 features a prize money of 1 billion Korean won, or that's 721,347.20 US dollars. Lee Won will clean that up easy. So the first winner, the main winner, will get 250 million Korean won, or 180,252 US dollars. The second, or the runners-up, will get 96 million Korean won, that's 69,206 US dollars. And the second runners-up get 67 million Korean won, 48,300 US dollars. Park Hyun Kyung with her approach shot for hole 15. And I think that's fairly decent. If she can nail a birdie out of this one, she'll get herself back up the order and get her morale back up as well. Thank our production team for actually bringing that, you know, to the screens, and more power to them. Lee Won will tee off for hole number 17. She's still the joint leader with that 5-iron. As I said, she's been very consistent with the performance. She's been consistent with the performance all year long, so you've got to credit her for that. Well played there with the 7-iron. Yoon Ina, third stroke on hole 9. It's always going to be a bit of an ask for her. And Park Hyun Kyung, just one of those many moments she's missed out on so many today. Radar, she's known for a flamboyant style of play, but nothing really fancy. She's just kept herself going very easy. Yes, Park Hyun Kyung looks to finish on par for hole 15. Started off fairly well. She struggled to stay in that even score region. She's got 3 more holes to play for. Not really looking as confident as she did the past couple of days. Lee Won aims for birdie on hole 17. And that's really strange, isn't it? Because his birdies have been so elusive right throughout. Started off as such a nice, bright, positive day. And it's tee off time back again. Hole number 18. Remember, hole number 18 also has its fair share of challenge. It's been a very challenging day for our golfers here today. Park Hyun Kyung has had the biggest challenges of all. Lost out on the 2 underscores that she had, and she's really been 6 iron for joint leader Lee Won. She goes with the second stroke. Remember, this is for hole number 18 as she will finish off a day's event. Well, just what was needed. Big smiles here for Lee Won. Right here on hole 16, it's Park Hyun Kyung. And she'll be delighted about that. It's been quite a worry for her right through the day. And finally a birdie on hole 16. She moves up to a 1 under, 2 more holes to play for. What a relief here for Park Hyun Kyung. Park Hyun Kyung aiming for birdie on hole 17. She's just had it really tough here today. And I think she'll be just glad to get it over and done with. So Park Hyun Kyung elsewhere. Here's Park Hyun Kyung. Park Hyun Kyung can still do, fairly well for. Selin, who led the way yesterday, is at 3 under here. Second stroke for hole 16. Hyun Selin. Hyun Kyung also doing extremely well here. Hyun Kyung will go next. She aims for birdie on hole 18. That's a quick tap in from Hyun Kyung. She has 37 on the front, 36 on the back, finishes with a 1 under, started the day with 2 under, but those two. Selin looking to finish well on par for hole number 18. And that's just going to put a bit of a spoke in her efforts. She will want to finish this as soon as possible. That's exactly what she does. A bogey there to end her day's event. She's carrying a 2 under score, 36 on the back nine, 40 on the front with 2 bogeys and a buzzard in that front nine. And that was really where she kind of stumbled